One of the most difficult things to do is to come up with a simple idea that works. I wanted to hang pots on the frame I had built, but getting to the right solution was much harder than I thought. Hello and welcome to another episode of the High Grow Garden channel. Initially, I thought that the most simple way to hang pots on the frame would be to use plastic ties around the pot and a strong metal hook to go on the frame. The idea looked good, simple and very easy to do, but I was not sure if the plastic tie would be strong enough or if it would last enough time to keep heavy pots hanging from the frame. I was afraid that one day one of the pots could accidentally fall on someone, and I was not prepared to take that risk. For some of you, the situation may be different. For example, the garden wall you build may not be as high. Also, you may not have children or pets that could be around the frame. In those cases, it may be worth experimenting with this simple idea. But what I wanted was something that would be stronger than a simple plastic tie. I thought that if I could make a stronger connection with the hook, then I would feel that the system was safer. I decided to use a standard metal bookshelf bracket attached to a piece of timber composite, which would then be hung with a hook. A pot saucer could be attached to the other end of the bracket, which would provide good support for the pot. I felt the idea was okay. It was certainly much firmer than the plastic tie, but I was not totally happy with it. As I was testing this idea, I realized that the hook was not really needed. I noticed that the metal mesh could provide a much better support than the hook. A much better solution than the hook was to have the bookshelf bracket on one side of the metal mesh and the wooden support on the other side. At last I had a system that was very strong and that would keep pots vertical. On top of that, I would save the cost of the metal hooks. But there was one thing that was still bothering me. I would have to leave a bit of room between pots, and that meant I would waste a little bit of space available on the frame. Maybe it was not much, but the initial concept was to find a system that would maximize the production capacity of a very small area. So I could not be satisfied with my experiment if I did not try to use as much of the space available as possible. I chose rectangular planters as a better option because I thought I would be able to use all the space available much better than with pots. Instead of using one bracket for each pot saucer, I used two brackets to hold each planter tray. Now that I finally had a system that made me feel satisfied, I was ready to begin a test with soils and plants. And of course, I had to tie the planter to the metal mesh to feel 100% sure that the planters would not accidentally fall. I was finally able to enjoy planting some vegetables after all the work that I had done. I was very happy with the setup. It felt firm and safe. It also used most of the area available on the frame. Now I just needed to wait for my vegetables to grow.